Hey guys, what's going on? I'm actually not filming with the other camera today. I'm filming with the Canon, the G7X. Decided I'd give this thing another rip because it's been a hot minute since I've used it, and figured why not? Let's take her out for a spin. Yeah, it doesn't adjust the light as fast as the other one does, which is weird. But yeah, I decided to switch things up a bit, make things a little bit more interesting for myself. Today is Friday, and I didn't have to work today. Like I said, Christmas time, things get slow around the office, so they try to cut corners and save money by having less people work. It is what it is, whatever. So I figured, you know what, let's make a video. Got some stuff to do today. What I just finished doing was filling up the water dish. Gotta go get some groceries. Got to go buy some pop for the potluck next week. We got to go to the post office and pick up my Amazon package because they're not leaving it at my door anymore. Turns out Amazon packages have been going missing because people are kleptos and they see a box on a doorstep and they just go and take it and think it's theirs, because that's the society we live in. It is what it is. So I got up at around 9:30 because I can't sleep in anymore to save my soul. Don't know why, but I just can't. I just lay there and toss and turn. So I'm like, you know what? Friggin', I'm just gonna get up. What do I want to do today? Right now it's only 11:30. My package won't be ready till 1. So I figured we'll go later on to go pick that up. Got to put some gas in the truck. Probably hit up a grocery store and get some food for the belly because I got nothing to eat in this house. And I also want to get a workout in today because that's fun. Just having a little bit of a caffeinated beverage right now. This crappy Walmart branded pre-workout because I don't have any coffee, which is part of the order that I'm getting coming in today is coffee. So I'm just going to have me some of this stuff, this friggin' 6-star pre-workout crap. I don't like it. It's not good for a pre-workout, but it's good to get the blood pumping, so let's pitter patter. And just like that, I'm like, woo! Yeah, this stuff is great for like an instant bolt of energy. If you're looking for, like, it even has a bolt on it. Like if you're looking for something to give you jam and momentum in the gym, this will work, and it's not too bad actually. This stuff here costs more than the Revolution, and I like this stuff better because it gives you more of a pump because of all the arginine and L-cellulene and all that stuff in it. See, I know a lot of people think of the pump as this stupid thing that bodybuilders chase just to look swollen for a bit longer, but there's an actual science behind the pump, which is what helps you grow and heal better. If you think about it, a pump isn't water in the muscle. A pump is blood gorging to those muscles to basically reinforce them, get as many nutrients there as possible to enhance repair and to build more structure so that they can take the assault that you threw at them, so that they can repair faster and get ready for another assault. So there's an actual scientific purpose behind it that makes it a hell of a lot better. Also, you probably noticed that I got 2 big guys on here now and a little guy. That's right, I keep upping my weights every time I squat now because I want to see where I'm going to cap out, and then I'm just going to hammer it out and go from there. So last night I did squats. I did 20 sets at $130, or no, $160. What are you? Are you a 15-pounder? Yeah. So $130 plus 35 on the bar. So that's $165. What I'm going to end up doing probably today or tomorrow is take these 15-pound plates off, put my other set of 25s on there, and it'll be $185 on the bar. And I'm getting pretty close to the limit of that bar. That bar says it can do up to 250 pounds. And I know people who've had that bar and put 300 pounds on it, and they said it was sketchy AF, but it held, and I don't feel like threatening that. So I remember when I first started squatting and I had 100 pounds on the bar and I put it on my back, I hurt myself. That's because I didn't have proper form, but now my form's a lot better. So when I get it on my back, the only pain I get in my body is in my legs, and that's because I'm using them to push. So that's good. The other thing I wanted to talk about was something I mentioned a long time ago in a video about protein and protein absorption rates. I've changed my diet. I'm not exactly doing keto right now. What I'm doing is my old diet from when I was 22 and working out at the gym with Angry Joe. Basically, that diet consisted of high protein, moderate carbs, low fat. I've modified it. Now it consists of high protein, moderate fat, low carbs. So when I'm going shopping, I'm looking for stuff that's higher in macronutrients in the protein section, super low in carbs, moderate in fat. So I'm not doing the keto thing. And I've noticed that it's been working so much better for me for like progression in the gym. I'm actually moving up in weight now. I'm actually lifting heavier than I was before, setting new personal records on weight pushed and reps I can complete and just everything. So that's what I need to do, is get my protein intake up so that my body has blocks to build and to grow, which is my plan for this winter, is to become bigger and stronger so that this summer, when I'm out there doing work and doing things, I can hold my own and not get as winded. And the whole reason why I'm doing the squats back there on the old friggin' power rack is the key reason is I want to build up some super friggin' leg muscles so that this summer when I jump on fatty and take it out for a rip on the roads and in the dirt and stuff, I have the endurance in the legs to push it around and I don't get so winded. Because let me tell you, the bike rides I took last year, man oh man was I gassed after those. Like that bike, it's probably because of the size of the tires. I'm pretty sure if I had like a bike with standard tires, it wouldn't have been as bad. But that thing was pretty freaking bad. Like it was rough to kick it around. So I figured this winter we'll spend a lot of times building some leg muscle, getting strong downstairs, because let's face it, I know a lot of bodybuilders who focus on the upper region and not on the lower region, and they look like idiots. They got these like massive shoulders, huge pecs, rocking abs, and then pipe cleaners for legs. And it's like, come on guys, what are you, a rock climber? Figure it out. Mind you, rock climbers got to have good legs too, because they got to throw themselves around and be able to brace themselves with their feet. But they don't have the greatest legs because they focus more or less on upper body to pull themselves around a rock wall. Now, something I talked about before with the whole protein synthesis, and I thought this was kind of cool, is ground meat versus whole meat, like a steak versus ground beef. Theoretically, it's all coming from the same animal. It's all cow. And ground beef is literally just a shredded steak going through a machine, and then it gets ground up and then it comes out as ground chuck. Now, the difference is how it reacts in your body. Because it's already broken down and good to go, your body can absorb more protein from it every 15-20 minutes versus having to break down the steak or the roast and convert that into protein. So they said that your protein absorption rate on a steak is about 5 grams every 15 minutes, where your protein absorption rate on ground chuck is up to 10 grams. That's in the area of this stuff, whey isolate. The problem with whey isolate is it's so fast absorbing. You take a 40-gram serving, that's gone so fast. You'll burn through that super fast, where like a steak, that'll satiate you because there's fat in it. It'll take a little longer to get through, maybe 2-3 hours before you're finally out of nutrients, and then your body goes, hey, I think we're hungry again, like we have no fuel to use, we're running on reserves, fill up the tank. So that's why, you remember when I did the 7 days of whey and I quit after day 5 because it was bullshit? Well, that was the problem, was I kept drinking the protein shakes and every hour I was hungry again, and I was like, well, this is stupid. So at work I didn't have any protein with me. I brought like 2 shaker cups. I burned through that in the morning, then I had to go all afternoon with grumbly tummy because it wanted more fuel. So you would have to basically be drinking a shake every hour, so 24 shakes in a day. That's a lot to be doing. That's not good. And because whey protein is literally refined milk, you're going to get a lot of inflammation from that. So, I don't like to have many protein shakes in a day. I'll have 1 after my workout, maybe 1 before bed, but I'm almost tempted to switch up after this is done to a pea protein, which is a little slower absorbing. It's like the best of both worlds. It's got decent amount of protein in it, and it's slower absorbing. Casein protein is your slowest absorbing protein, but a lot of people have adverse effects to it. And there's studies on why you shouldn't use casein protein, as it does cause massive inflammation. So that's something else. But I've been doing a lot of research on this stuff here, trying to figure it out. And so far what I've noticed is my size 36 jeans are super loose on me. My shirts fit me a lot better. My stomach is getting more tucked in. Getting more visibility on the old 6-pack that I'm trying to build for whatever reason. Doing squats, my core is increasing big time. And I noticed that muscle growth is coming in. Like, finally, my shoulders are starting to pop a little harder. My arms are starting to pop a little harder. I'm getting a little bit more vascular, stuff like that. So this diet that I've been doing for the past 3 weeks has been holding its own. And by introducing more vegetables for more mineral nutrients, my body's getting the vitamins it needs without having to pop a multivitamin every damn day. I still do, mind you, but I probably don't need to because I'm probably just pissing out whatever I'm taking in the multivitamins, so that's cool. But anyway, enough of that talk. I think I just went on for about 15 minutes. Like I said, today we got to go to the post office, pick up the package. The package consists of 1 kilo of coffee plus 2 smaller pre-ground bags that I'm going to bring to work and making the coffee maker there. And it also consists of toys for my niece and nephew for Christmas. The pull-down bar looks like it hasn't even been shipped from Amazon. Not sure what the hell's going on there. This reminds me of when I ordered the cases for my parents. They said it was shipped. It was never shipped, and I never got them. So we'll see what happens. If it doesn't get shipped, I'll just cancel the order and order it again. Amazon's a big company. They're bound to have plebs working for them that can't figure things out. Away she goes. So the other day at work, I was pretty groggy. I was pretty tired. And a colleague of mine comes up to me and says, "Man, you look like you didn't get much sleep last night." And I'm like, "I didn't. I got like 3 hours. I'm friggin' out of it." So he offers me a Thermalgenic. And let me tell you, it was so good that I had to get on board. I'm not one for these fat burning pills. But let me tell you, when you're energy deprived, because a lot of these fat burning pills, literally it's just caffeine. And that's about it. There's no really active ingredients. This stuff here, however, has solved a lot of my winter problems. You know, I complain about how cold it is out now. Like, when I was fat, the winter, -10, -15, -20, go out in a t-shirt, I'm fine. Now I go out wearing full winter clothing. Something wrong with that guy hat and gloves. My hands still get cold. My feet are freezing. I just can't retain heat. This stuff has active ingredients to increase your core temperature, which is awesome. It's got a lot of active ingredients. I'll see if I can show you those on camera. It's real small print, so I can't guarantee anything. Alright, I'm doing the best I can with what little I can. Hopefully you can read that. Like I said, it's got a lot of active ingredients in there. It's got a fat burning matrix, it's got a thermal matrix, it's got a stimulation matrix, and it just works really, really, really good. So I had to pick up a can. And these guys had a deal, buy 1 can, get 1 can free. So you get 144 pills. You got to take 3 a day, or 3 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon. And let me tell you, you feel it really, really quick. So it's got a fat burning, which is mainly stimulants. Well, no, it's got some other stuff in there that'll assist with fat burning, with lipolysis and all that. The stimulant matrix is caffeine, coffeine, and so that you don't get the hard crash of a lot of the cheaper fat burners out there. It's got guarana, so when the caffeine wears off in about an hour, guarana stabilizes you so you don't drop below your norm. Guarana will stabilize you, so instead of going like, you take the pill, you cap out, and then caffeine wears off and you drop below norm, and then your body slowly comes back up to norm and you coast. What this does is you take the pill and it caps you right up, and then caffeine fails. Then it comes and rests on the guarana, and then the guarana slowly tapers back down to norm, and you're fine. You don't get that. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready for a nap. You get the I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm not as ready. I'm not as ready. I'm back to norm, which is nice. The thermal matrix seems to be pretty basic stuff. It's mainly like capsaicin from like chili powdered kind of capsaicin, stuff like that. Like, it's got a lot of good stuff in here. It's got EGCG, a lot of interesting stuff, and I've been using it now for a couple days, and I gotta say, guys, it's probably one of the best fat burners I've ever tried on the market, and it was cheap too. That's what gets me, is like, you go to Walmart and they have the Muscle Tech fat burner, and you look at the ingredients, and it's literally like 200 milligrams of coffee. It's got ephedrine in it, which I don't know if you ever tried ephedrine. It's good. It'll kill your hunger. It's also got a hunger matrix in it, which is not ephedrine. It's the GC, or so whatever. It's stuff from green tea. EGCG or ECCG, or I can't remember now. But it's got some hunger matrix to block out hunger pains and to focus you more. It's also got a focus matrix, which is kind of like what a pre-workout does. It's really good stuff. I really like it. It's working great. And the Thermalgenic side of things, it really warms me up in the winter, And I feel like my old self minus the extra 100 pounds, which is great because holy crap, try and shovel a driveway at that weight. I would have used the snowblower the other day if I was still that big. The only downside is that they are pretty much a 0 gauge pill, and they're massive, and you got to pop 3 of these bad boys, and they're big, and they're hard to choke back, and I had one lodge in my throat and dissolve, and it wasn't a good taste. Alrighty guys, it's getting close to that time. I'm going to take a rip over to the post office, and then probably going to hit up Food Basics. I was thinking for meal prep this week, I was going to buy a roast. I know I just talked about how ground beef, you can absorb it so much quicker, but they got the roasts on sale over there for dirt cheap. So I figure I'm going to go pick up a roast, and then we're going to, well, I'm not going to do the meal prep today. I'm going to do that on Sunday. But I figured we can make a roast and make it like a stew. So we're going to blast it in, not the air fryer, in the pressure pot, in the Instant Pot. And then we're going to make ourselves some shredded beef stew. I got to pee. So I'm going to fire up the truck right now, let it warm up a bit. Then I'm going to make myself a shake because I haven't eaten anything all morning. So I'm just going to have a protein shake to get my body going. Oh, the truck's covered in snow and ice. Lovely. But it fired up like a boss. Got to grab my slip here so I can pick up my package. And I've been doing these shakes, guys, lately. That I've been adding some frozen fruit too. Starting to run really low on this stuff. Another bucket bites the dust, boys. Mind you, I bought these back in September. It's currently December, so maybe it wasn't that long ago. Not a big deal though, eh? Not a big deal. So I've been adding strawberries to it. It's been pretty damn good. Makes them nice and thick, so they really sit in your gut. It also gives it a nice deep freeze effect. The end result is it looks like a friggin' milkshake from McDonald's, but the only sugar in there is from the strawberries, so that's good. Because the stuff I use is like 40 grams of protein, 3 grams of carbs, 0.5 grams of fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, and 70 milligrams of sodium. And all in all, it's pretty damn good stuff. Alright, we'll hit the road. We'll go to the post office first, pick up the package, then we'll head over to Food Basics, scoop up the stuff for the stew and see if we can find some food for the week to have for dinner, because I was tempted to go back on the 1 meal a day to really amplify the effects of fat loss, but I need to make sure I'm taking in my protein because I'm sitting at about 18% body fat now according to my Omron, and I want to be able to get that down to 13. See, like it's cold out right now. It's minus, I can't remember what the hell I think it's minus 10 out. And I got my jacket open. My hands aren't even cold and they're actually wet. This would have been without those pills. Freezing. Okay, I'm gonna clean off my windshield. But for the protein intake, they say you should take in anywhere from a gram to 1.5 grams protein for lean body mass in pounds. So that's what I've been trying to do, is I've been trying to take in about that much body or protein, keep the body fat level or the fat intake lower but not super low. So my macros as of late have been about anywhere from 30 to 50 grams of carbs, 100 grams of fat, and about anywhere from 240 to 300 grams of protein. Now what's nice about protein is it can only metabolize into one thing. Unlike fat, which your body can use, it can metabolize it into water, it can metabolize it into energy through ketosis. Protein, however, actually I shouldn't say that. Protein can actually metabolize into glucose for use. Like when you're on a keto diet, the only glucose you're taking in is whatever you're taking in from protein. So you're not really taking in too many carbs. So if your brain's starving from glucose, it's going to start converting protein through protein synthesis, glyconeogenesis, that's the term. It converts it into glucose for the brain because your brain can't solely run on ketones. it needs glucose. That's a given. So if you're glucose starved, your body has a way of metabolizing to create glucose through glucose neogenesis. I keep calling it geonesis. I don't know why. But pretty cool stuff where carbs can only metabolize into one thing, and that's glucose. So carbs serve one purpose and one purpose only: give you glucose. Now, if I was doing like marathon running and stuff, yeah, I would want to eat pasta. I would want to eat stuff like that to give me a good juice, but I don't. So why bother? Why bother eating pasta if I don't need to, right? So that's a thing. All this stuff I've been learning and trying to figure out, and to basically, it's all about nutrition. It's all about nutrition. Anyway, people, I'm gonna head over to the post office. I got my slip. Let's go get that package. Let's go get some groceries. All right, peace. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna come later on tonight, because I don't know how well you can see, but this parking lot is pretty packed. And the lineup to the post office is halfway down the chip aisle, and there's people with baskets of Christmas cards. So I'll come down at around, what time does this dump close at? 2100, so 9 o'clock. So I'll come down at around 8 o'clock tonight and pick up my package. Maybe there'll be nobody there and I can grab the damn thing. All right, let's go to the grocery store. You know, don't people work in this town? All right, we got our food. Let's go home. And we're finally home. Man, it was busy out there today for a Friday afternoon. Got myself a treat, something I haven't bought in a long time, and I really wanted one, so I got it. One of these shrimp rings. Just a small one, but I plan on killing it, because I love shrimp. Alright guys, it's Silhouette of Vlogging Life here. About to step into the light so you can see my face. It's friggin' nearly 7 o'clock, and I'm gonna take a rip over to the post office once again, but first I need to go and get some gasoline for the truck. So I'm gonna gas up the truck and then go pick up the damn package. But first I need to rock another piss, because I drank about 3 of those big jugs of water today. Alright, so let's pitter patter and have at her. We'll go pick up the friggin' package, and then we'll come back here and I'll show you what the heck is in it. What all I got for my niece and nephew and myself. Dang it, it's doing that snowing thing again. My truck is covered again. Look. Freak's sakes. Yeah, so probably a lot of the recent scenes were a little darkened out. I didn't realize I had the camera in video mode, not automatic mode. And in video mode, it'll automatically adjust the scene to the brightness. Or sorry, in video mode it'll do nothing. In automatic mode, it'll automatically adjust the scene to the brightness. And stupid me didn't realize that, because it's been a hot minute since I've used this camera, since the summer when I bought that other camera off my friend. So friggin' whoops. All right, let's go get some gas, clear the snow off the window. Just use the wipers for that, because it's only fluffy snow, there's no ice. And let's pitter patter, have at her, go to the post office and pick up the freaking mail. And we're back. Let's go see if we can get our parcel this time around. A lot of cars here. Hopefully it shouldn't be too long. In and out, scream and shout, we got our package. Next step, I gotta go to Freshco, because I gotta pick something up that I should have picked up today, but I couldn't pick it up because I didn't have it. All right, let's go. All right, we're home. Man, it's crazy how the weather changes depending on where you are in the city. Post office, snowing like supersized freaking snowflakes. My house, nothing. Whatever. Anyway, the reason why I had to go to Freshco was to get some pineapple, because a friend and I are gonna make a pizza tonight. We wanted to do a Hawaiian style, and I figured, hey, why not? While I was at Freshco, I decided to grab some coffee, even though I got a whole bunch of coffee in the box. That I bought some K-Cups, because sometimes in the morning I forget to make coffee, and I don't feel like making it then, so it's easier just to grab one of these stupid things, throw it in the Keurig, and bang out a coffee real quick. So that works for me. Oh, and while I was there, I was also really hungry, so I bought a steak. So the real question you're probably asking yourself is, Adam, what the heck did you buy from Amazon? Well, let's get this big bastard box over to the stove, and I'll show you. I'll show you right meow. Alright, first, great big old dirty 2-pound bag of 454 horsepower by Kickin' Horse. This doesn't get the blood pumping, nothing will. Put that over yonder. Normally I don't buy pre-ground coffee, but I bought 2 bags of the Three Sisters, basically for at work, because we don't have a grinder there, so this is perfect for there. Make coffee on the fly, and don't have to worry about grinding up grinds. Well, not exactly impressed with this, but I bought a Paw Patrol for my niece and a stuffy fluffy cow for my nephew. But I see why this here was the price they asked, because... Oh, but it is a TUI, so it is a brand name. Oh, it's a friggin' Beanie Baby? They didn't tell me that in the article. Okay, well, yeah. I'm probably going to get her something else as well. I just saw it and was like, my brother said she's into Paw Patrol, so I figured, why not? And I'm still waiting for my friggin' bar to ship, so that's probably not going to ship. So I have a bad feeling that I'm going to be ordering it again, getting a refund and order it up one more time. I guess I'm going to go ahead and shut this vlog down, guys. I'm going to wait for my steak to cook, eat it. Probably going to be heading over to my friend's house in about an hour and a half, 2 hours or so. And then we're going to make a pizza and hang out. No idea what's going on tomorrow, but judging by the amount of snow coming down, chances are I'm going to be shoveling. So... thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed today's video. If you did, click that like button. Any questions, comments, concerns, down below they go. And until next time, people, peace the frig out. Sit, stupid, sit. Good dog.